What if I told you that a father's grief could transform into a weapon of mathematical precision? Today, we're exploring how one man turned personal tragedy into a revolutionary framework for child welfare reform.
And this isn't just another heart-wrenching story, it's a masterclass in systemic change through what's being called weaponized clarity.
After losing his son Antonio in state custody, Ronald Eugene Rightly Byron didn't just grieve, he engineered a solution that's sending shockwaves through the child welfare system.
What makes this story fascinating is how Byron combined technical innovation, legislative precision, and narrative justice into something entirely new. Let's start with the core of his framework, something called the baseline ignition engine. What exactly is that? Think of it as an automated watchdog. It creates time-stamped, hashed records of every single decision made by child welfare agencies.
Every single decision? That sounds intense.
Exactly. And here's the genius part. It doesn't assume bad faith. It just removes the ability to hide mistakes.
So it's like having a referee that never blinks?
More like a referee that automatically records every play. The system runs, or you have to explain why it didn't.
And this ties into something called Antonio's Law, right?
Yes, Antonio's Law is the legislative component that gives the engine teeth. It requires agencies to integrate this system or face consequences.
What kind of consequences are we talking about?
Well, the pilot data from Q3 2025 is pretty striking. When agencies don't comply, they face automatic insurance exposure and judicial notice.
Wait, there's actual pilot data. What did it show?
The numbers are remarkable. Missed notifications dropped from 18% to just 2%. Undocumented placements went from 12% to 0.
Those are huge improvements.
And review time dropped from 47 days to just 3 days. Plus, 0 false positives in the entire pilot.
But implementing something like this must be expensive, right?
Actually, that's another brilliant part. Automated compliance costs about $50 per case. Manual audits, around $10,000 per case.
That's a massive difference.
And if things go wrong and end up in litigation, we're talking $150,000 to $500,000 per case.
So non-adoption is actually the expensive choice?
Exactly. The ROI is clear. Agencies break even in 18 to 24 months, with sustained savings after that.
Let's talk about the Big Buddy Preservation Act. How does that fit in?
The Big Buddy Act focuses on prevention, mentorship, emergency aid, family preservation. It's the human side of the framework.
And it all works together as one system?
Yes, and that's what makes it so powerful. The technical, legal, and human elements all reinforce each other.
There's also something called the Outlaw Gospel. What's that about?
The Outlaw Gospel is fascinating. It's a hybrid of testimony, legal analysis, and what Byron calls poetic indictment.
Poetic